So that's how you guys are gonna play it, huh? It's not here. Oh, that's so weird. Well, I guess they are fooling around with stuff because my microphone my mic disappeared. That normally doesn't happen. My microphone that I normally use is the light is on but nobody's home. That's nice. Doesn't matter. Okay, we got something working at least. Isn't that nice? I got this one on. I got the other one here, but let me play with that for a second. I'll be back. That might work. Well, yeah. How convenient. Well, usually I check this stuff, but not so much. Let's see here. Oh, good. My mic is in show areas. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're back on the normal mic. That doesn't happen very often. Luckily, I caught it instead of talking and you can't hear me. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So it kind of goes into the subject matter of all of this. Brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Good enough. I guess I can raise this up a little bit. I guess we're good. Testing 1, 2, 3, and it's good enough. Okay. So I had a dream last night. Yeah, it wasn't a very friendly one. So after yesterday's video, I feel something not so friendly was around. I kind of just go away. I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into it. And as soon as I went to sleep, I went into I don't think it was that far into it. I went to paralysis, and something I believe it was a reptilian I was involved with. But I saw a white alien gray, like the one I showed on the video yesterday. I was trying to get him to help me break out of it. So I think it has to do with the Dulce thing I connected to. So I was thinking about that today. My energy's shot today, but I'm alright. But we'll see what happens. And another thing about while I was driving today, I got this faint message. It was from the Men in Black, which never happens now like that. I feel them around here and there. It's no big deal. It's not obviously they're all being monitored. They said don't go there. That was about the Dulce thing. I think they're mostly talking about physically, but who knows. So what I got from I think astrally I went there to a darker region of it, and obviously it wasn't very friendly. I don't really worry about what's going on here. Okay, I think we're okay. I have no idea. Let me check this really quick. My audio setup isn't what it used to be. It's all changed. Alright, well, this is not going to be the same audio setup. Yeah, usually it's at higher. Hopefully that. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, that got shot. I didn't do anything here either. Figures, right? So, yeah, Dulce, you can't really prove any of this because it's all underground. It's all mostly underground bases. From what I picked up on, must have went there in astral that wasn't supposed to be there, or whatever. That is the darkest place on the planet. One of them. It just, it's just does not feel like God's energy it's there, but not as strong as it could be. All through that area, all through Dulce. I believe it's mostly Dulce from what I can see. And also, they showed me humans being connected to fish. Being fish people. I've heard about that in Camelot. fish is a big thing, so they might continue this go into this a little bit further. Presidents are being mind controlled there. It's a shadow government, so it's not, obviously the public government isn't really much involved. Child trafficking is a big connection there because of slavery for various reasons. Yeah, it's pretty much as dark as you can get. Now, if YouTube gets stupid and starts going after this type of stuff, it's like they're more part of the problem than they are anything else. it's like you want to put light on this, or you just want to cover everything up. I imagine they're part of the cover up. There's a lot of clones and YouTube people that are running it at the higher top for various reasons. Obviously, you can't prove any of it, but even some dinosaur DNA energies of that pterodactyl stuff. Dinosaur DNA, I don't know how that works, but from other fossils, whatever they might have found to manipulate humans. I don't know how that works. I don't know, either through current lizards or. I'm just seeing dinosaur DNA. I'm not sure how they accomplished that one. I'm not sure if I want to know. It's like, so yeah, they do now. They clone people like it's no big deal. Now, is it currently functioning there? There's a version of it that is. And yeah, you go there, they kill you. If you're not supposed to be there, you're dead. So, yeah, they take it very seriously. That whole area, Los Alamos is no kindergarten this either. It's pretty much as guilty as Dulce. Obviously, not all the people that are working there, but the hierarchy is quite dark all through it. So, obviously, the laboratory there is Los Alamos. The laboratory is pretty much Illuminati all the way through, up and down, all around, any way you can think of. Put NASA in the title too. Obvious, and this is obvious. They're going. I got a message. They're going more private, meaning that NASA scientists and all that. Obviously, they're even part of these private companies. But also it means that they're becoming more shadow than they were before. Not to say they weren't before, but a lot of time they're letting them do their thing, and then they take them over. So you never know. It's pretty much open. Boeing's kind of Illuminati for the most part. SpaceX, obviously, a secret space program, energies, but it's controlled but not controlled. It's meaning that if anything there that they don't like, they instantly take it over. All of a sudden, if somebody has a health problem, those that are running it, I won't name names, but those that are running it, they get sick all of a sudden. Oh, that's just too bad. They got sick, and just, I guess we're going to take over. Stuff like that, shady stuff. The reason I'm bringing all this up, because that's where we're heading to release a lot of this. Yeah, humans being connected to, morphed into dogs, that kind of, anything kind of gross that you can think of. I think that Skywalker Ranch, a lot of that came out of Dulce. Like a mutated person. Skywalker Ranch in Dulce. I don't remember where Skywalker Ranch is in particular, but it is connected to it. So a lot of their creatures went there, let's put it that way. Which makes sense. A lot of CIA energies around us. Skywalker too, just keeping an eye on it for the most part. Obviously, with Dulce is more of like, Illuminati black projects, not friendly places. Even the CIA can't go there, at least at a certain level. They'll tell you whatever they want, they don't care. It's military, so you can't touch it. So, obviously, it's all they just use military as basically the protecting around it, so you can't get. Same thing with Area 51, and so on. So yeah, it is as far as you go down, I believe, the further you go down, the darker it gets. So that's where you got like 7 levels in Dulce. I believe there's more levels than that. Let me check something, make sure my audio's working. Am I getting a message from somebody saying we can't hear you? Okay, we're good. I'll have to check all that later. Yeah, all my audio settings were gone. And I did no updates or nothing on this. 0. Usually if I do an update on this thing, it might change something here, but I did 0 this time. So, give you an idea of what's happening. Luckily, I caught it. Repeating all this is fun. So, sorry about that for deterring, but yeah, for it's, let's see here. Yeah, as you further go down, it gets more reptilian, it gets more nasty. I believe it gets more darker reptilian. Not all reptilians are bad, but when you go further down, like what 7 floors of this thing, I think it goes at 10 or 8, something like that. Either way, it's pitch dark. It is. I mean, energy-wise, it's just dark. It's just like God does not exist here. It's like we're not. You know, it might act like it's light, but it's not. And this is also one of the areas of why people are getting energy attacks from alien beings, because they're getting their orders from there. That's one of the places. So if you get an energy attack, it's coming from Dulce, somewhere around there. It's like a headquarters of the bad guy. Well, there's other places, but it's a main source of it. Like I say, I mean, I know there's what Utah is not so great around there. Even Colorado, I would say even parts of Shasta are kind of, there's some other stuff going on there. But Dulce, because all this conspiracy stuff happened around Dulce, I mean, it's like there's nothing there on the surface. And why all this? There's a lot of conspiracies about a place where there's nothing. We have plenty of places here in Florida and probably around the world, definitely, where there's nothing happening. You don't get conspiracies about those places. So there's definitely something going on there. Now when you have one story after the other, I mean, you have leaked documents. Of course, people aren't going to believe it. People aren't ready for it. But, I mean, for the light to be brought onto this is, the more you know about it, the more light can be brought onto it to be released. Now, there are areas what they're saying is there are certain CIA members, obviously. I don't even think the director of CIA can go to this place. It's that freaking dark. It's like, you better be careful. Don't cross that line or kick your ass. That's bad. So the reason I'm bringing it up is so we can, I don't know, do something eventually. Yeah, it's a lot of this stuff is as creepy as hell, basically. It's hell on earth. It truly is. It is hidden, but it's just covered in darkness. Let's see. A lot of politicians do go in there, but they're not aware of it. There is like a trafficking of people, of teenagers, whatever it might be. There's a level of it where it's allowed. Now, it's not in the main government area, but there is a level where it is allowed. It's expanding out. It's not doesn't mean it's necessarily Dulce. It's other areas. The energy just changed as I was talking. So, yeah, it's obviously some beings won't be talking about this, but we don't care. It's like, you know what? It's tough. Let's see. I don't know why I'm seeing the Star of David there for some reason, because they manipulate it. They manipulate the religions from there. Waste an area around there. They set the agendas of mind control, especially around the Pope. I love it. So, like, that's Dulce is like a place of, Los Alamos. They kind of put elements together, and then they send them around to other places. But that doesn't mean they're not doing anything. I believe they're doing a lot of stuff there, actually. It's a lot of unbelievable stuff. Obviously, you can't prove it on a physical level for obvious reasons. But always put it this way. If you're driving around and you're just like minding your own business out in the middle of freaking nowhere, and one day, like, some kind of, let's see, what is it called? The image they gave me was of what is it? The Loch Ness Monster. That's not the Loch Ness Monster. One of those creatures from Vampire. Yeah, it's like the swamp monster comes out because it's been genetically altered and somehow escaped. I think that does exist. Not often, but it does happen. Now, there's nobody. It's like jail. It's like prison. When you get out, there's really nowhere to go. So, So they can easily catch these things and put them back in their cages. So that's why there's probably no reports of any of this stuff. If there is, they probably took care of it, but most likely nobody will notice this stuff. So beings that have been worked on do escape there every once in a while, not very often. And this is all like you have to sit out there for a very long time. It happens so rarely, but it's it's like the swamp monster you see in I have an image of it, but it's just a swamp monster you see in the vampire movies. I forgot what movie it was, but anyway, whatever it was that's connected to Dracula and all that. It's on what is it, that movie? I can't think of the movie right now. It's not important. The Monster Squad. The swamp creature and the Monster Squad. That's what I'm getting. That's the image I'm getting. So they also take angel energies and manipulate them, and they use it for various reasons. So, they do connect to light and turn it to dark, you can say. Well, it's like, why do you have these really good looking news announcers and all that? They're all pretty and all spiced up and everything. They have to use light somewhere so they can hide darkness. Same as the Pope and it feels like the religion should truly be removed from the planet altogether. I think Buddhism is pretty healthy compared to around them, but just wow. There's so much darkness within at least the Catholic religion. Oh, it's just a Catholic religion there's so much darkness there. God, the more I'm connecting to all this, the more it's like, dude, it's just you see the Pope and it's just covering up stuff. They're just covering up insanity. That's all they're doing. And when you have so many people connected to that, you tell them it's just like, get the hell away from that. It's their soul growth, but it's just not healthy. And religion obviously puts you in a trance. And it's a trance that's very difficult to release from. It's so seductive. So you feel like if you're removed from that trance, you're going to go to hell, basically. So it's like, you want the consequences of it, you can move to different churches, you can change religions, but do not disconnect from our control. So, and that's what people are afraid of, is they disconnect and feel they're going to go to hell. It's like, it's most likely you'll go to where you want to go instead of going to where they want you to go. So, yeah, because religion obviously is meant to redirecting the soul to go into the unknown. So many different layers. That's why so many souls are having difficulties crossing over, is because they don't know where they're going. Remember, hell is written everywhere, right? So yeah, it's obviously why people are holding on. They're just not spiritually aware for various reasons, because they're not ready to exercise their spiritual higher self vibration. So Dulce, is basically a fallen angel energy. And it's like ancient Atlantean energies there. Dark crystal energies that are used against humanity. And Men in Black, a lot of Men in Black were created there for various tasks. Many reptilians are created there for various tasks, for assassination, for whatever it might be. Watching over the government. Like, I felt here and there, those alien beings that watch over the government are made for that. At least the darker ones. They're made for that task. Like the Secret Service. Like, reptilians that are like alien reptilians that are just, I believe it's mostly reptilians, probably other beings. It's mostly reptilian. They're used as, brainwashed. They're designed to keep an eye on that area. Now the positive ones, they're obviously, now the negative reptilians, obviously how they operate is drama. They cause drama, any type of drama, kick drama out, whatever it might be, it doesn't matter. Whatever low vibration they can throw out there, that's coming from them. Now there's other beings involved, but it's usually the reptilians that are ones that are the tools of it. Then there's other beings, obviously, carrions, and you go on and on and on. So, it could be a goldfish running the world, who knows, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, because they do everything. They do triggers. They have alignment of why these certain scandals happen. It's like, if this person, like sexual harassment or whatever it might be, it causes this wave. Or the FBI wanted to go after Trump, it caused that wave. So they see scenarios of different drama situations that they want to put out there, and then they create it. Or they work with the humans to do it. They insinuate it. They kind of push agendas. It's kind of like a military attack on the planet, basically. Meaning, it's like, it doesn't mean it's around the White House where they're doing this, but they're orchestrating problems for us. They find, we use Trayvon Martin as an example. The kid who got shot and all of this. They instigate things. They push it. You can do it or not. It's up to you. But people go for it, then they ride it. They ride the wave. So they're always pushing things to happen. They're always pushing negativity here or there, and then they take that vibration, and they throw it into the media. They manipulate the media. Now, media might not always go with it too. So they're always pushing buttons. They're not always showing where the human's going to allow it to go. It's like, hey, you can make more money by talking about this person. Of course, we're going to talk about it. So it's all orchestrated through the shadow government on a massive scale, through alien energies, through human energies, all various, but it's all done on purpose, just pushing buttons all across the world to cause negativity. Now, as we open up to more of this, Dulce is a big place for it to happen, where they are putting thoughts into the, those in the, the military, but the media, because the media is just a puppet show of the third dimension, basically. Sets the agenda, at least tries to. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So obviously they have to have nice clothes, nice buildings, and they just hope for the best. It's like they don't know what's going to stick, usually. They have an idea, so they... Yeah, imagine there's a lot of stories out there that are pretty similar, because they're trying to use that similar agenda to keep poking holes at us. So as we reach into the skeleton of where all this is coming from, you can end the psychic attacks, and it's massive. It's like a war on humanity, basically. Yeah, there's like a laboratory or like a command center, you can call it however you want to look at it, of how they can push our buttons. It is humans doing it. It all comes out of human. You have aliens doing their yada yada yada, but the human has to hit the button. The human has to do it because you're born in this world. This is your planet. So okay, let's manipulate this person, Tom, Betty, whoever the hell it is, and see what happens. So they're always, it's their job. It's sick. Now, do the people that do this operate in our reality? No, they're in these bases somewhere. And it doesn't really need to be a lot of people, maybe 100 people, maybe 300, maybe 100. I mean, how many people you need to do? I mean, just have a lot of people to manipulate. You just okay, we just run this program of, child abuse and see who does it. Put those thoughts in people's minds, sit back, relax, and see what happens. And so on and so on. Bank robbery, whatever the hell it is. And just see what happens. It's gross, but that's what they're doing. And it's like high level insanity. It sounds like a movie. Make a good movie. Really gross, but. And yeah, they have people's profiles and all that already set up in there, and who's most likely. I believe they have like information of who actually is going to get hit with this. Maybe not always. Sometimes they just put all that. They send all the vibration out there. The thoughts, and once a person starts doing it, then they connect to who took the bait. Yeah, it's like you're fishing. They're sending this stuff out, fishing. Who's going to get pissed off? And then it's a chain reaction. The media picks up on it, pisses everybody else off, lowers Earth's vibration. Makes sense in the long run. It is done in like, there's a bunch of people. Well, when I saw like a bunch of people around the table, and it was like really dark, like running around the planet, that felt very accurate to a certain degree. It's yuck. So yeah, a lot of these people in the shadow government obviously they don't. There's no way, from what I can see, they do not live among us. They are on our planet. They do. They're in the third dimension, but they don't live within society. I don't think so. They gotta be buried. They gotta live in kind of like a cubicle type of reality. I mean, a closed-in reality where we're the scum or whatever we are. We're the targets of a. We're this is like a video game to them. So it's gross, but it's, you know, you can blame the aliens all you want. Yeah, they're not helping, but it's still the human elite that are involved with it, from what I can see here. And it's under military rule. I mean, but it's shadow government rule, but that's just to protect them. So I don't know if how many of them actually see the outside very often. They might not see it at all. It's hard to say. They just live in darkness. I mean, it's not dark all the time, but I don't know how many actually go out and see the light of day. They might see it on a computer screen instead. So that's what I see around Dulce at least. It gives you kind of an idea of it. Yeah, it's like the orchestration of our manipulation. Where the hell it comes from? It's like they're like running programs all the time of basically manipulation. Yeah, it's like they're running like a computer, hit a button, type out a program to, you know, it's Sunday, we want people to get uncomfortable, whatever it might be, and they send out to certain individuals. They do it in waves. They can't send it to every human out there. They have to send it to certain demographics. It has to keep changing. You can't keep doing it to the same person over and over again. It's like they want to inflict violence, they can do that to the person. Now, if a person hooks on to it, it's like, sure, I want to do violence, but I'm not sure about it. Then they start playing with that person. So if you kick it off, usually they leave you alone. It's really sick, but you want to know the insides of your reality. You want to go to the new Earth? You kind of have to know about this one first. I mean, how are you going to heal if you don't know what's going on? Now, how do you connect to this on a physical level? I don't know. I don't know if you want to see something like that in physical, but I do. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Yeah, it's just it's the boiling part of our reality. Yeah, it's underground, you know, facilities. It can look like a military type of, you know, like, I don't think it's exactly like this, but like the military, you know, they watch other foreign countries, guys, monitors and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, but it's a little bit more low key. But it has us on that database, so they know who it works with, who what. Yeah, if you're a project, like you become a project, if some of that manipulation works, they dial it up a little bit more. Others just kick it off, get away from me, stay away from someone messing with me, and it works for most. But for others, they just become a project and they attack them, they psychically attack them, whatever it might be, and it's a massive scale. So yeah, it's. And they do break the rules too, from what it seems. Some of them do, because when they have somebody they want to kick you, like for me, like they want to kick my ass, they're going to try and break the rules to get, you know, to really take my ass down. It's like they're already off. They're already turned that knob. It feels like. I mean, it all makes sense in the long run. Obviously, you can't prove it, but it's like, it's a wave here. It's like waves that we're not seeing, but we're feeling something's going on in the energy field where we're picking up stuff that's not comfortable. It's like a science fiction movie from hell. But yeah, Dulce is the darkest place on the planet. One of them, at least. Like North Korea, for example. Yeah, they mess with him all the time. No wonder he's so paranoid. Yeah, they put his name in there, and they just said manipulations, psychic manipulations. You know, alien beings get involved with it to do stuff. I mean, it's just they can manipulate aliens to do it, but they already have a darkness within them. So it's like, sure, I'll go kick his ass. I don't know why, but I'll do it anyway. So it's that kind of stuff. So, and they do monitor aliens all around the world, definitely. Yeah, and Dulce, there's other places, Dulce definitely. They monitor them. They know where they are. They know 90% of who's screwing around, who's not. Like that drunk gray walking around. They notice it, but I don't think they care that much. There's not that many aliens. There's a lot of aliens here, but not as many as there are people here. So, but even people, they can still monitor us all. Yeah, good luck on that privacy. Have fun with that. But I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I'm not worried about it, but you're going to be paranoid about that. I would just give that up. Yeah, it's now how they doing this. It's through satellite technologies, but it's mostly through alien technologies that we don't even see. It's alien technologies that aliens have had forever. They're tapping into that. So you're using alien technologies to do all of this. But it's still the person doing it. Now, is it reverse engineered and stuff like that? Probably. Yes and no. I mean, it's like partially alien, partially human, or however you want to word it. I believe a lot of it came from the Greys, the technologies, but yeah, the reptilians know how to use the Grey technology for negativity. So, but it comes down to the Carians, they just like keep the humans in a fishbowl. That's like the main orders. Like, we don't care how you do it. Just keep humans on this planet. Don't keep them out of our way. Something like that. They keep it really simple. So do whatever you gotta do to kick our ass. So report back if something goes wrong or something like that. So go to the felines. Let me tell you, the felines are so quiet about everything, but they are definitely there. Because what I see, they're like those like Dulce, they appear there, but they're not seen, but they're there. They just keep an eye on things. So they show up if they absolutely have to, but they rather let the reptilians do their thing. So they keep an eye on the reptilians for the most part. Reptilians have been genetically modified to manipulate other humans or aliens, whatever it might be. So yeah, I don't. The name they gave me is like the Mother Desk. The Mother Desk to watch over humanity, which makes sense. It's kind of a weird title, but the Mother Desk. But Mother makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, I'll write that down. What else is there? Hillary Clinton's connected to it to a certain degree. Mother Desk. They do communicate psychically to politicians out there. Now, I don't think Hillary Clinton's been in that place or any of them. Well, they have been, they just don't remember. Well, astrally they've been there, let's put it that way. Not physically, no. Some army generals have, but they don't always remember it. Obviously, there are top clearance generals that do keep an eye on. Mostly scientists are running it, obviously, because of psychology and computers and all that. Scientists usually run the whole facility. But there are others like Facebook monitors. They're monitoring videos and stuff. It's the same thing they kind of have there too, to a certain degree. But they all get paid pretty well, from what it seems like. Yeah, it's creepy. If you don't mind selling your soul, everything's gonna be fine. And some of those people are, not all of them. Some of them are alien modified. For like with reptilians, so they can, like, if you see something really gross or something, like really horrible, they have no feeling for it, like some reptilians have. They just sort of just stand there and don't have no emotion. So that's a lot of things that's been put into it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shower after this. So I want to put this. Yeah, I mean, this is remote viewing. How I'm doing, just tap into the energies and see what comes through. Is manipulate? I have no idea. You gotta go by what you feel. I don't think so. Like, the crazier it is, the more truthful it is. Obviously, there's a lot more. I mean, I don't remember everything I connect to. That's why I wrote down the Mother Desk. I know that sounds weird for a title, but it does make sense. It's like it's probably another name to it, but just the mothership, the mother, watching over children. So it makes sense. So there's probably other titles for that. As Dulce is connected to Area 51. Yeah. Ugh. But I think this is good to put out there. I'm gonna do one more on Dulce. I'm gonna give her a rest. We'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. But it feels like it's good to put this stuff out there. I know it's not pleasant but it's like that's why you shine your light on it and clear out the vibrations. You also obviously Dulce is kind of controlling a lot of the police and terrorists, mostly police actually. The terrorists, they kind of let them do their own thing. Police, they're usually monitoring, not all of them, but you know. Yeah, this is the level of government. Government doesn't know anything about for obvious reasons. They play by their own rules, which is no rules. But they have their rules, and we don't mean anything basically. So, ouch. So this is shed light on it, and a lot of healing, and connect to high vibration. So my information about myself is in the link down below. We'll just leave it at that. I think that's about it for tonight. Kind of take it easy. Alright, much love everyone. Thank you for your support. This is all insane. More coming tomorrow. Much love.